thingy.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
We're live. Right. We are live, everyone. Yeah. I tweeted it on Twitter as well, so you can RT if you want to.
Yeah, we can start now if you want to.
Yeah. 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 We just started it anyway, so yeah. Big up Steven as well for coming on the show, man. It's a
No
pleasure to
worries,
have a
no
guest
worries.
like you.
No, it's all right. It's
Yeah.
absolutely fine. I know how it is to start a channel up from scratch. I was trying to show support for anyone trying to start a channel up.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the first game that we're gonna preview is Sevilla versus Dortmund. What do you think is gonna who do you think is gonna win the game?
Uh, I know. I think Sevilla. What are they? They're
It's
3-2 up in that game.
Dortmund are 3-2 up in aggregate.
The Dortmund are. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
struggle to see Haaland's still fit. Sancho's there. Like they've got some
Sancho's injured.
the wicked. What?
Sancho's
Sancho's
injured.
injured.
Sancho's out.
Sancho's
Yeah,
injured.
yeah.
Okay, but even then, they've got still quality in their side compared to Sevilla. Not knocking them, but I just uh, yeah, Sevilla are good at getting Europa League. Let's put it that way. But when it comes to probably the Champions League, it's just too much to handle, especially with the likes of Dortmund. So I'd be very surprised if Dortmund got knocked out of that one. And I think 2-1 that's that second
Mm,
leg.
yeah, I'm probably gonna go 3-1 to Dortmund. I think Haaland's gonna rip their defense apart. To be fair, their
Mm.
their defense couldn't handle Martin Braithwaite from us as well. So
No, no.
yeah,
Who do you support? Don't mind me
I
asking.
support Barca.
You support Barca? Oh God, what's going
Yeah.
wrong, man? What's going wrong?
Do you think like Dortmund though but like people call them as butler, so like don't you think like they might bottle this tie in a way?
You could do, but I think, but it's like I said, it's again Dortmund. I think they're just the stronger side in quality, and yes, I think with the Champions League knockouts, you can't rule anything out. Let's put it that way. But I mean, it's like with Leicester, we saw in Europa League. Everyone was surprised about how they got knocked out by. So yeah, but like I said, I think Dortmund will still be. They'll still edge it for me. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I kind of agree as well. Juve and Porto. Do you think Porto can pull off the shot because like they are 2-1 up, I think, like in the first leg. So like, do you think Ronaldo will turn up and smash them apart? Do you still think they will go through
Is that Porto? Uh,
Juventus?
Mum, Juventus. Um, yeah, I think with Juventus, they've got the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo on their side, and you can't ever rule out Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's put it that way. But um, yeah, Porto are a good team. They're a good quality team, and we struggled against Benfica, so I'm really rating Portugal sides at the minute. um, yeah, so I do feel that with Porto, they could cause an upset, and do you know what? I'll call that. I wouldn't put I wouldn't mind putting a tenner on that. To be honest, I wouldn't mind that because though Juventus are dominant in Serie A, though they've managed to still get Cristiano Ronaldo and the likes of them, they've still not been able to challenge in the Champions League, which is what obviously they want
Mm,
to do. So yeah, for me, I definitely feel that even with they've got Matthews Delict in their side as in defence, Porto can still cause an upset.
yeah, I agree. But like, I don't think Juventus are doing well in their league either. Like Inter Milan are first, so and AC
I don't
Milan are
think any
second. I
team
think
is.
they've
I think apart from probably Scotland and Rangers, right? If you look at the Premier League and then you look at where everyone how close is in the Premier League, then you go and look at the Bundesliga. You've got the Leipzig, Dortmund, Bayern Munich battle. You've got Serie A. Juventus are not doing that strongly. Even Liga is closer. All these teams without their fans in the stadium are so close together, right? So it's not just the Premier League having an off season. You've seen an off season in many of these leagues. So even in Serie and in what I'm trying to say, in La Liga even, right? So with a three-way battle there. So yeah, no
Yeah,
one's really taken an advantage. And the thing with this Champions League at the minute is that because it's all neutral stadiums, it's throwing up some weird results. I bet if Porto went to Juventus, they would not turn them over. I bet if you went to Real Madrid, right, you wouldn't turn over Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. So yeah, it's being at the neutral stadiums kind of throws it all up in the air. To be honest,
mm, yeah. But Ronaldo, like there's Ronaldo as well. Like he turns out in big
oh,
games too.
do you know
That's
what? I always, as an Arsenal fan, right? When you've grown up seeing Cristiano Ronaldo beating Man United, you always want to say to yourself that Messi, who's stuck at Barcelona, even though he's torn my Arsenal side apart many a times, you'd love to say he's better. And when one example is when we lost 4-1, we were comfortable for 20 minutes. We took the lead and we were comfortable in that game. And the way we were going, if we kept like that, we would have gone through. Just after 20 minutes, it's just like on like a light switch. Messi turned on, and within 20 minutes, we were 4-1 down. And that was all his own doing. No one else got
mm,
involved. So
mm,
I've always wanted to say Messi is better, but then Ronaldo's gone and done it at he's gone and done it in the Euros. He's gone and done it in multiple leagues, and I'm talking winning not just their leagues but also the Champions League as well. So yeah, for me, and how he's overscored in the all-time goal scoring record. You've got to sit there and say, is he better than Messi? You could say that because Messi, all he's done is do it at Barca, and Barca at the minute, I don't see him staying. I don't see him staying because Barca. The reason they were linked with Arteta is because they've got no money. Let's be real, right? They
no, no,
would not go
hold
for
on.
Arteta.
Um, Steve,
Sorry.
Steve, Steve. Yeah, sorry. Let me just interrupt for a while. Like, yeah, we just had presidential elections like the other day, and Laporta came in. He has a good
Mm.
relationship with Messi, and Messi voted for Laporta as well. He literally voted for Laporta in the election. So I think it's more likely that he will end his career here. And
Okay.
and they yeah, they already denied the attention news anyway.
They already denied that. Yeah, 'cause I was going to say because Arteta, the only reason he'd go there is if he was a cheap option, right? And he couldn't go there even if he tried because you see the likes of Messi, De Jong, the Mitty, who have won the leagues, who have won just their own league title, let alone gone and won Champions Leagues as well as what and stuff like that. Basically, they've won nearly everything in the game. And you've got an Arteta who's literally done 2 FA Cups at Arsenal, and one of them, three, and if you want to count a third, one in management, and that is it. That's all he's done in his whole career. So you're going to tell Messi how to play football. It's more like Messi's going to tell you how to manage football. So it's just not going to work.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
love to say,
yeah.
yeah, if you want him, please take him, right? But no, it's not going to work. I'm stuck with him.
Yeah, no. Yeah. The next game we're gonna have to preview is PSG and Barcelona.
Oh,
You know what? Like actually, like Laporta, like the new president just
oh,
came in and like he said like
what did Mbappe do to you, man? Oh, he ripped you a new one. Oh God,
yeah, it was 4-1 in the first leg, but like the
yeah,
new
that was
president came in
bloodbath.
and said, yeah, I know, but the new president came in already and said to the team like I think he's traveling tomorrow as well. He's going traveling to Paris as well. He said like believe in the comeback. Give it your best. Give it your all. Believe in the
That
comeback.
is a
Nothing is
point, but
impossible.
you've got to go there. You can't even win 3-0. You've got to win 4
Yeah,
because
but if
of
yeah, but
because of the away goal rule. So you've got to go score 4 goals, and with that PSG side the way it is now, I don't. It is hard to call. I'll make them one of the favourites because they're the most deadly
Yeah.
side in that Champions League in a minute. They really are.
Steve, yeah, Steve. Yeah, I
But then
agree, Steven. But like
you can't ever rule Barca out of the Champions League. You can't ever rule them out of a comeback.
Steven, yeah, yeah. We beat like Sevilla. We lost to Sevilla 2-0 in the Copa del Rey first leg, and then in the second leg we beat them 3-0. Like we did just done it. We just done the last week, so I think the confidence is in an all-time high. Like comebacks are possible for us these days. We're making a lot of comebacks. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Barca, you can never rule them out of a comeback in the Champions League, especially when you've got the likes of Messi and
Dembele.
Dembele, likes of them up front. So you can't ever rule them out. But like I said, with PSG, it's very tough to go there and do that.
Our manager, since the PSG game, our manager changed the system to a back three, a 3-5-2. So yeah. And it has worked wonders for us in the last few weeks.
Yeah. I've noticed the last few results you picked up were really good. So, like I said, you can't ever rule Barcelona out of a Champions League. Right? That's from my experience from watching Barcelona. So,
yeah. What are you gonna say prediction wise?
I'll still have to say PSG will go through because it is a mammoth to climb. They are the team to do it, Barcelona, but PSG are just good. That are just as good as well. So I would have to say 2 or 3. Maybe Barcelona can get 2 or 3 back, but I don't 4. It's really a strong ask. And even then, you still got to watch out for the likes of Mbappe, Neymar if he's fit.
Neymar's not fit. He's out, by the way.
Neymar's still out then. Okay. No surprise there. But even then, the likes of Mbappe as well.
Yeah.
But you got to watch out for them as well. So, yeah, I'd say it'd be very tough. But I'd see PSG will go through. If they get a goal, it's over.
Yeah. I get your point as well, but like as a Barca fan, like I don't really want to go against my team, so probably gonna go.
You have to believe. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, probably gonna say 3-0, but I don't think we're gonna go through, but I think we're gonna fight till the end. We're gonna compete till the end still.
Yeah, at least put up like a fight. You don't go down losing like we did against Bayern Munich. In the first leg, don't do our last Champions League performance, whatever you do, because that was 10-2 on aggregate. It was not funny. Oh God, I can't believe that was our last Champions League appearance. Oh my God.
Yeah, in the first leg though, we literally like 4-2. We literally lost. Like I think we literally lost 4-1. Like if only Dembele scored the chance that he got, I think it would have been 4-2, and it would have been kind of easier for a comeback.
Yeah. If it was 4-2, then you could really throw it into the mix. But 4-1, is asking a lot, especially with like I said, with you've got to go there and score 4, and then you're not concede to be fair. To even go to penalties. Because if you concede and then score 4, it still goes to penalties. So so then you've got to score 5 to go through. So it's difficult. Yeah, it is really difficult. But from a neutral point of view, I'd be surprised if Barcelona. I wouldn't be surprised of Barcelona doing a comeback, but I'll be surprised they'll do it. So.
To be fair, like Koeman and Frankie de Jong was in the press conference today. Like they got asked questions and like.
What do you think of Ronald Koeman at Barcelona?
Frankie, they were literally asked questions and like Koeman said like we have to start on the front foot and give it our all. I think I actually like him as a manager. Like he gave you the chance. He's giving you the chance, and like I don't think he's comparable to Arteta. Like I think he's very different from Arteta. Like I think he also has some. He has some tactics. I know
League One managers that aren't comparable to Arteta. I have to give the League One.
Yeah, I think he has some tactics.
Like when.
Yeah, like in before like Rijkaard, like when Frank Rijkaard was manager, and like he has to like implement the youth, and then like when the team was complete, he had to give it to Pep, right? He had to give the team to
Yeah,
Pep. I think, yeah, I think that's what Laporta is gonna try and do again with Coleman. Like I think he's gonna let Coleman build the team, and then when the team is complete, give it to a Xavi or a Nagelsmann or someone with that
yeah.
nature.
Well, you got to worry about Nagelsmann possibly taking the German job, don't you? So because
Yeah.
he's in line for the German job. Even Klopp is. So
Klopp denied it today in his press conference, by the way.
oh, he has denied it. So well, I've seen that before, and they still do it. So you can never count it because if Liverpool really do go in a free fall, then I mean that to
I've
lose six
I seen
games at Anfield, to lose the amount of games you've won, lose the amount of games in a row that you've won Champions Leagues of, is pretty astounding. Right? I
yeah,
mean, for
yeah,
Arsenal,
I seen
that's that. I would love that for Arsenal because that would be zero. Right?
yes, Steve.
Sorry.
Yeah, I seen like club like I seen the owners like FSG like some news journalists from Liverpool like backing FSG no some like it says that FSG are gonna back club this summer, like they're gonna get the Nike money, so they're probably gonna back him with some good signings. That's what I heard.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Did you say
Yeah,
you was
so
from Singapore? Did you say?
yeah.
Oh, big up to you, mate. Big up to you because you probably wake up at early times to watch football.
we yeah um next up right,
And
this
this is
this
what I
one
love. This is
Leipzig
what I love.
vs
Do you know what? I will say this. Right, to any fans that think that fans from abroad, like Singapore and stuff like that don't know their football, right? They need to go out and learn. They need to go out and see more because they do. Right, there's loads of fans all over the world that will know a lot about Arsenal that not might not I might not even know. So, and I know a lot about my club. So, and it's like you just the way you're talking, you know exactly what Barcelona is all about. You know exactly what they mean, and what you expect. So just wish some Arsenal fans think that about Arsenal, then we might actually get rid of this manager. But yeah, so anyone that thinks that fans from abroad that don't know anything about the football, they're chatting crap. So right, give
yeah,
them respect for
100%.
they deserve because they've got to wake up early mornings to watch their football club and some silly hours. And when it's Arsenal
Yeah.
and you wake up at silly hours in the morning, I'd be even more pissed off because you've woken up for no reason.
Leipzig, we're moving on to Leipzig against Liverpool. Like,
Yeah,
do
Leipzig
you
against
think,
Liverpool.
yeah,
So,
like,
it would be
it is
funny. It
Budapest.
would be funny. It would be funny. Oh, don't. I know a couple of Liverpool fans,
It's
and if that happened, I
yo,
would laugh
Steve.
my head off.
I
Sorry.
think it says Budapest though. It's not at Anfield. It's at a neutral ground.
Yeah. So they might actually win that one.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trust me. This morning's show, one of my regulars on my channel was literally checking. Oh yeah, is it the Heart of Budapest Stadium? We got a chance.
yeah, yeah. Do you think Liverpool will win this one or Leipzig will come back?
They've got to. I mean, it would be funny as hell, but they've got that's they're no mugs when it comes to the Champions League. Let's be honest. That's why they've won it 6 times and won it probably the most times out of any other English club. So, I mean, Manchester United have won 3, I think. And they've won 6, so they've won double the amount. So they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to Champions Leagues. So, yeah, I expect them to get through that. I mean, particularly as well because Nagelsmann, as great as a manager he is, great attacking manager, he has one way of thinking at the minute. Until he develops his game a bit further, maybe we'll see a surprise and we'll see him a bit more conservative. But because the way he played in the first leg was too open, and if you play open against Liverpool, no matter how bad they are, they will take you apart bit by bit.
Mm,
And
yeah. They'll
that's
hit you
what
in
will
the break.
happen again. If he does that again in the second leg, then Liverpool will walk all over him. As simple
Yeah.
as that.
Yeah. Diego Jota is back
And
though. I think
yeah, and
Jota and Kabak are
what
back.
do you think about Upamecano? Because I don't think he's all that when I've seen him.
He no Upamecano is going to Bayern.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that when I've looked at him when he's playing for Leipzig, even when they got battered 5-1, he was in that defence against Man United, and I'm like, is that really what we're all talking about? I was
Don't
expecting a
know.
lot
I
better.
don't really. Yeah, I don't really rate him as well. Same as you, to be fair.
Yeah,
But
there's a
yeah,
few fans that don't rate him, so it might be the obvious sound answer, but really, maybe that's why he's only £38 million.
don't know. Jota and Kabak are back for Liverpool, by the way.
Yeah, that'll be good
And
for them
Fabinho as
because
well.
their front three needs Jota because it's a breath of fresh air. It really is.
Maybe they're gonna start Jota, Salah, and Mane because Firmino's not traveling apparently.
Is he not?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, but yeah, like I said, I doubt that Liverpool get. I know they've got real
maybe
defensive
yo
issues. They've got real defensive issues, but they'll manage that game. I'll be really
Steve,
shocked.
Steve, Steve.
Yeah,
I think Fabinho is gonna come back into the midfield. Like I think it's gonna be Fabinho, Keita, and Gini, with Kabak and Ned Phillips in the defense with Trent and Robertson.
yeah, it could be that. It could be that. Yeah, because it's really makeshift work at the minute because they've got literally nothing in their defense. They've got absolutely
But they got
nothing.
Kabak back though. Yeah.
They've got Kabak backs. Oh, that would be a relief then because why they literally had nothing left. So I mean, there's
And
injuries and then
Ned
there's an
Phillips, I
injury
think.
crisis and then there's theirs. So it's just, their injury crisis is unreal.
Nathaniel Phillips from I think he's also like he started against Fulham like the defender who
Yeah,
started against Fulham, right?
yes the
The
problem
the, the youth
against
the youth guy. Yeah, I think he's gonna be
yeah the
paired
young
up against Kabak.
yeah
I think
that's
he will.
because there's no other answer and I felt sorry for him in a ways because he's been thrown into the deep end because of the amount of injuries they've got and
I
he's
feel
just
bad
gone
for
from
Klopp.
Preston. Yeah, I feel bad. Yeah, and people have been like going on at club, and to the fact that you've still got to manage a
He
football
he
club, given
he
the fact that your
he
mum's
ran.
passed away, you've talked, you haven't been able to go to a funeral even, and if that happened to my mum, I'd be devastated because my mum's been like my
He ran.
carer. She's
Yeah,
looked after me when I've been ill, so I'll be devastated.
Steve.
I wouldn't be able to run a
Steve.
football club.
The thing,
Sorry.
yeah, the thing is like yeah, he rarely gets backing from FSG anyway. Like I think they were gonna try and back him this summer, but like FSG's model is to buy and then
FSG are the real
to sell
problems
to
out
buy.
there.
Yeah, to sell
They're
to
the real
buy.
problems. Yeah,
But
that
club,
FSG should have came out and had a defender up there ready 1st of January. They should not have
yeah,
waited to the end of
100%.
that window because they still had a chance for the title then. So
Fergie, you know when you know like when Fergie covered up for the Glazers, like for the Man United Glazers, like when Fergie like he was a good manager, so
I
like he
think
covered up
yeah,
for the
that's the
Glazers.
thing. But Fergie
I
can
think
do it with the
club is
squad
doing
he's
the
got.
same way.
Fergie can do it because he was that good at managing to get the best out of those players. Like when you played for Ferguson, you played for the badge, and that was the end of it. Otherwise, you were out the door. He did it with Ruud van Nistelrooy, so he managed to get that out of those players all the time, and that's why he could get away with it. That's why when David Moyes took over, you look how they went from first to seventh, and it just shows the caliber of
Mm,
manager. And this is what we're saying about Arsenal. Right? It's all right saying, yeah, he needs new players, he needs all this, he needs his own players or whatever. Yeah, but whilst we're there, you've got to get the best out of what you've got. And I'm sorry, Arsenal got a team that should be in top 6 minimum.
yeah.
Minimum.
By the way, like yeah, Steve, do you think club like
Mm.
discussing about club like do you think like his insistence on playing the highline against the Premier League teams like they I think they have figured him out in a way because like they're literally
Yeah, I think
they're
he
literally
does
playing.
because they played a high press.
I think he need to change his tactics a bit.
Yeah, but the problem is Klopp's well-known system manager. So once he has that way of playing, it's very hard for him to then change it and do
Yeah,
something new.
but Pep
That's why
adapts
Pep
to
is
the
probably
system.
better because he can adapt their system. And you've seen how Pep's managed to adapt that team, and that's why Man City look even more deadly in the Champions League now. Because they
maybe
know.
club should
Because if you saw them,
like
sorry,
this
if you
is
saw the Manchester City Arsenal game, they knew they had Mönchengladbach later in the week, so they did not go out and destroy us. They went and played 1-0 because they knew if they just scored a goal, they could control the game and they could just do whatever they could with Arsenal because Arsenal weren't a threat and we were played. It was embarrassing how we played, but even then they could just do that because they know how bad we were. So they could just score a goal and they didn't have to do anything else. So they had literally the rest of that game as a training session. So they actually wasted no energy whatsoever. So then they went to the
mm,
Mönchengladbach game and played their strongest side.
mm.
So
Yeah, but like, I think your Jurgen Klopp should like play a 4-2-3-1 in some games. Like I think he should like
yeah,
try and adapt. Like,
yeah, he should.
but like to be fair to Klopp though, like at the start of the season he tried to adapt. Like like playing Fabinho, Henderson, and Gini. Like and then against Man City
Mm.
playing your friend for Jota, Mane, Salah, and Firmino. Gung ho. Some games trying to like control it. Some games going gung ho. I think he tries to adapt, but like the injury crashes ruin his plans. All of his
Yeah, of
plans.
course. So yeah, I think he'll still be trying to call up the Liverpool police and asking for Pickford to be arrested for his tackle on Van Dijk, but because that was assault, that wasn't a tackle, that was GBH, that was awful. No wonder he got an injury from it. So, but yeah, like I said, like we said anyway, but I still fancy Liverpool to go through. To be honest.
Yeah, let's move on, man. We've been
Yeah.
talking about Liverpool for a long time, to be fair. So, Atlanta, Atlanta against Real Madrid. Real Madrid are winning 1-0 in the first leg, but like, I feel like Atlanta got unlucky because like they got a red card and like their best player got injured in the
Yeah,
first leg.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's like I said, Real Madrid aren't doing great with Zidane. They got knocked out by a third division team in their cup, so they're not great. But against Atlanta, do you know what? I fancy Atlanta. No, do you know what? The fact they only could go score one goal against Atlanta with 10 when they're 10 men. I feel Atlanta, if they play it right, they can get to them. They can get at them. I don't know too much about Atlanta. I'd have to be honest because I've not really watched that much of Italian football, but I do feel they can go out and challenge Real Madrid. I really do.
Mm,
So I
yeah.
won't be. I
Score
won't be.
prediction.
Uh, 2-0 Atlanta.
Ooh, I'm probably gonna go 3-1 Atlanta and try and piss off the Real Madrid fans on Twitter. The next.
Yeah, I thought you would. I wonder why.
Yeah, yeah. Mönchengladbach against I don't know who. Oh yeah, against
Manchester
Man
City.
City.
Oh, Man
City
City got
win
that.
2-0.
Oh, Man City win 2-0. Let's just skip that one. Let's just skip that one.
Yeah, but like City on the in the quarters, like that might be the time where they struggle because like they seem to go in the
Yeah,
quarterfinals
this is
every
where
year.
we get to see where next round we'll see where Manchester City are at in terms of winning the Champions League because that's what they need to do now. And they need to do that with Pep. Pep's been there to win our Champions League. He's not been there to win a title
Pep,
because they've won everything else. They've won
I
everything
love
else. They
Pep
need
because
to win
like
the Champions League now.
yeah, Steve. I love Pep because like he provided a lot of moments for me like as a Barca fan. But like I think he
Oh
overthinks a
yeah,
lot
I
in
mean
big
that team
games.
was
I think
just
he
insane.
literally yeah, but like I think he literally overthinks in big games. I don't think like he tries and overthinks in a lot of big games like that. I
Yeah, he
think that's the
tries to
problem with Pep.
overthink. Yeah, we saw that last year with the amount of overthinking about it, and I'm like, well, just
But
play,
maybe,
just
but
play, do what you do.
yeah, but maybe if like we say that, but like maybe like this season, like because like if he wants to like yeah, if he wants to overthink as well, I think he might get away with it because like their back three. If he wants to play a back three, they got like Laporte, Diaz, and Stones, Diaz, and Walker if he wants to, or even Stones, Diaz, and Laporte.
Yeah, I think so, but it's like I said before, it'd be very difficult to rule out because Pep's despite all that, he still managed to do it though. So
Mm.
That's why he was brought in. And I think with the squad that Man City have got and the way they play now, they play like a side that can win a Champions League, if you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
So not
Yeah,
going gung
get you.
ho, better defensively. You can't go gung ho in the Champions League. We've tried that. It didn't work. We did that with the 0304 squad. It didn't work. So,
Mm,
and that was our best ever side that could have won a Champions
mm,
League, our 0304
I'm
side.
good. Yeah.
So, um, it
2-0
shows
City.
that, yeah, 2-0 City. And that's where, for me, I think City are one of the favourites for me because the way they play is very suited to the Champions League now.
Yeah, yeah,
Ruben Diaz in their defence has made it solid as well.
Steve, coming back to Jurgen Klopp though, like I think like he wanted collector shirt from like I think I forgot from Marseille, and he didn't get him at all, and like they gave him like a relegation defender, and then they gave him a championship defender. Like what
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's FSG all over, and you'd have to talk to them on that one, right? You have to deal with them on that one, Jesus. Right, no wonder the Liverpool fans are pissed off with them, right? But
yeah,
at least they've
Rafinha.
won 2 trophies in the last 2 years. What have the Cronkies done for the Arsenal, eh?
Steve, do you think if they get Rafinha from Leeds, like do you think that's backing for club? Like do you think that means like club
No,
being
they need
backed?
more than that. They need their front three needs refreshing. Salah needs to move on. I think they need,
I don't think Salah's
despite
gonna go.
I don't. Well, if Salah's not going to go, I don't know. I don't think Salah should go because he's still their top scorer, right? Or still one of the top scorers in the league.
Maybe
So I
just
think Mane
yeah.
needs to go, right? Jota
Hmm.
can stay. Salah can stay. Needs a new left winger. They need someone else in a DM because Alcantara, right? He can go back to wherever he came from because that. How the hell can you be like this next big like thing, Thiago, right? Or Tiago Alcantara, and he would, and he ends up. I think it was what every time he's played, it's contributed to 20% of their wins.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
appalling. That's appalling.
Steven.
Yeah.
How about like yeah, but like with FSG, I think club is gonna try and make like 30 million to 40 million signings, like maybe like a Hossam,
Apparently, he's
maybe like
getting
the
a war chest at the end of the summer. Apparently.
Awards of the world, maybe like the Memphis
Yeah,
Depies,
maybe.
maybe like
Yeah,
the
and that's where I will lose it with the Cronkies because they should have. That if they really wanted to back Arteta and back this process, they would have took Aouar and Partey.
and I don't think Mbappe is possible though. Mbappe and Haaland, I don't think it's gonna be
Oh
possible
no
for
no no
Liverpool.
no no no. Haaland, no, but Mbappe, no. Why? Because the way they're going, they won't even. Do you know the thing? This is the bearing in mind they actually reached the Champions League
Mm.
because the way they're going to Europa League. The way they're going.
Yeah. So say they sign. Yeah, this is just my thoughts. Like Steve, like say they refresh and like they sign Depay and Rafinha and also Jose Mawar and like a comeback, like sign comeback on a permanent deal. And like, do you think they will be back next year? Like, do you think they'll club will make them challenge again if they did get like those kind
Yeah,
of like 4 or 5 players?
I think they could, but like I said, we'd have to wait. I'd have to wait and see on that because it then would be: is it just because their players need refreshing, or the squad need refreshing, or is Klopp's system really been found out? But because the way it looks like to me, it's really been found out their system. So if that's the
I
case,
think he's gonna adapt.
yeah. But the problem is, the Klopp's assistant manager. He's not going to adapt. He's not going to
I think
adapt.
so.
Otherwise, he would
Hmm.
have done so earlier. So, uh, for
Yeah,
me, he's even put like Henderson in defence to try not to adapt. So, for me, I don't. If that's the case, then maybe Klopp needs to go.
I don't know. Yeah. You were
But
talking about the
people saying, but yeah, but people saying Klopp out. So, nah,
you were talking about the Cronkies. Like,
yeah.
yeah, I get it, but like. So this is like I know like I don't think you guys like Xhaka at all. Like I think why doesn't Arteta like try and play a midfield of Partey and Ceballos or even Part and if the Conquist are really if they really wanted to back, why didn't that
Because Arteta doesn't think, that's why.
why like if the Conquist really wanted to back him, why didn't he get like Jose Mawar so like he could party
You'd
and
have to
party and
ask them.
Awar and Xhaka could
Because
have gone. Yeah.
because this talk, the process they believe in is all PR. It's not a process. We've been in a process since 2004, right?
Mm.
Once you broke that team up, we've been in a process of rebuilding,
Mm.
Right? It's just the same word being recycled, like you would cycle paper in a recycling centre. Right? It's this. This all I hear
Chính tụi
is
bạn không?
process. It's been like that since God knows when. And I'm fed up of hearing it. And I'm fed up of hearing it, especially when it comes to this manager. This manager,
Mm.
as a, and you could check I've clipped where Lee Gunner's been on my channel on that fundraiser
Yeah.
stream. You could clip it and I'll repeat exactly what he says because it makes sense. This manager has been made every goddamn excuse on the planet, right? From the wind to the refs to the players to the board to the owner, right?
Steve. Yeah. I get your point like, on Arteta, but like Granit Xhaka, like if you
He
wanted to
has no
get rid of him,
excuses to be 10th.
yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
true. But
have
like,
excuses
yeah,
because on
Hosama
paper that
War, like
shouldn't be 10th.
if you really got Hosama War, then I think Arteta wouldn't have backed Xhaka to stay. In my opinion, I
No, he
don't think he
would.
would have.
He would. He would.
You sure?
He would. Trust me.
Mm.
He's keeping Xhaka. Don't you worry about that. He's keeping Bellerin, right? He's keeping Holding, right? He's giving the contract. He's going to give a new contract to David Luiz. He's now going to get it back Xhaka because he's already done that, right? He's not going to go against his word, right? Bellerin's
Mm.
another one, right? We're not going to send Bellerin to the rainforest and help him with the tree effort. We're going to keep him, right? Because he plays him every
Yeah.
damn week, right? I've been told this morning that no, he wasn't. Chambers wasn't picked on Sunday, Saturday. He was picked on Saturday to keep Bellerin fresh. He was picked for Cedric. No way, Jose. It's not going to work. Bellerin is going to be playing that game, our biggest game, which is Europa League, and it's the biggest games, right? The two Europa League games because of his doing, by the way, right? With our league position and with our being knocked out of the FA Cup and the Carling Cup, it's now because of his actions that the Europa League is our biggest games. Not to mention the North
Yeah.
London
Yeah.
derby in between,
Steve.
right?
Steve, I agree.
Now,
Yeah.
I
Steve,
will have to say, I
mm.
will have to say this. I'm saying this now, right? I've already said this on another stream. I don't care about really what happens in the Europa League because we're not going to win it. We're not going to
Yeah.
win it,
100%.
right?
Steve.
So what matters to me is the North London derby. I don't
Yeah.
like losing to them. I don't want to lose home and away. Facts. I hate them. I don't want to lose against them. As simple as
Steve.
that.
I, I, I get Lee Gunner's point on like like I know like Arteta is not getting best of the players and stuff, but like what I think I have one I think like Rents Rents and Benz, right? Like I have watched one of his streams. Like he said he would take Arteta over Oli because like I think he said like he has
He's
a proper
talking crap.
system. And wait, he said he has a proper system, and if you give
trust me,
if you give him the players, if you give him
Rant, I respect his opinion, but I'm sorry, right? Ollie's got
Red
you
said
to
if
where
you
he
give
is right now.
Arteta if you, Red said if you give Arteta the players that he wants, then he will succeed like Pep.
No. Because I'm sorry, that our squad's supposed to be in the top 6, right? This lot, right? The Arteta in fans that keep saying after our squad's a load of trash. Well, you've got gassed over Gabriel, you've got gassed over Partey, you've got gassed over Aubameyang, right? You've got gassed to keeping Cedric, right? You've got gassed about keeping David Luiz, you've got gassed about getting Willian, right? So these are all players that are Arteta re-signed or kept, or El Neni you gassed up as well because he kept him, right? at the start of the season, you were gassing all these players up, right? El Perlo, right? They were calling El Neni. They were calling Partey better than Pogba. They were gassing all these players up. Right? I got gassed over Aubameyang staying,
Steve,
but they were gassing them all
Steve,
up. But all of a
yeah,
sudden now,
Steve.
because they're not playing well, they're all crap. No,
Yeah.
that team you were saying were top 4 standards. So why is it when they're not making top 4 that you're not saying, oh, the manager should go? No, because now you're making excuses because it doesn't fit
Steve,
your narrative.
Yeah. Do you think Curtis Shaw, like Curtis Shaw, he also Curtis from, like, I think, like, he also Arteta out. He was Arteta out from the start, the same as Lee, like Lee Gunner. Curtis Shaw,
I'm not
Curtis.
surprised if Lee Gunner was like that. I was willing to give Arteta a chance, and every time I've been on Lee's streams, right, the last time, probably the day before the fundraiser stream, I went on his channel. At the time before that, I was Arteta in, and I always made my point that I was Arteta in, and I said I want to wait and see. He never disrespected my opinion in any way, right? Ever. He respected my opinion and just disagreed with it because he's Arteta out. Simple as that. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, Curtis Shaw. I mean, like, Curtis, like, if you know Curtis Shaw, like, he's also a YouTuber.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Shaw.
He's also Arteta out. Like, he was Arteta from the start. He wanted Ancelotti or Jose, and he didn't get him. So, like, he's sticking by his opinion. I like Steve. Like, the thing with me is, like, Lee Gunner, Curtis Shaw, like, they stick to their opinion. Like, they don't flip flop. So I actually respect those kind of people, in a way. I really respect them.
I was willing to give Arteta the chance, right? But after the North London derby, which was a crime, that performance was a crime, right?
Yeah.
When he played like that, I said, no, this manager's not it. He's not. He's not it. We're not meeting our standards. He's not meeting our standards in any way. Our standards are not even supposed to be top 4. It should be challenging for titles. That's our standards.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's move on as well.
Yeah, let's move on. Because otherwise we're going to go on forever.
Yeah. Bayern and Lazio, like, Bayern are winning 4-1. I think it's
Bayern's
easy win.
Yeah, easy win.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1, 4-1, whatever Bayern want to make it. But
do you think Bayern can win this Champions League again? No,
they can still do it. I know it's difficult, but I've seen them done it. I can see them do it.
Steve, I seen their defense against Dortmund, and Haaland ripped them apart. Like, Boateng and Elber crap though.
Yeah, so they can be got at, but they can do it.
Their front line. Their front line is decent.
Yeah, I'd like to see them go up against. Do you know what? I'd love to see Man City. I'd love to see Man City play them. I really would. Because if Man City beat them, then you could say, yeah, Man City are the real deal.
True.
If you know what I mean. If you can knock out the champions.
Yeah, let's go. Let's move on to the next game. The last game, I think, is, and then let's do Europa League as well after this.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last game is, I forgot what the last. It's Atletico and Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel has been like playing well with. I mean, like, Chelsea has been playing well since Thomas Tuchel arrived.
I thought Chelsea would do it. I really do.
Atletico though, like, Diego Simeone came back last season like 3-2 against Jurgen Klopp.
But they were poor though. Yeah, I know, but that game they were poor. They let Chelsea do what they wanted. They weren't very good at all. So I know Chelsea the way they are with European nights, and I think they can do that. I really do. About to, but I think it'll be a 1-0 again.
Would you take Simeone at Arsenal?
What?
Would you take Simeone at Arsenal right now?
Hell yeah. People say, "Oh yeah, he plays defensive football." Said, yeah. So did George Graham.
Tell Arteta
he's one of our great, and he was a greater manager than Wenger, and I don't care what anyone says.
Maybe you should tell. Maybe maybe all the fan base should unite to the Cronkies and say, get rid of Arteta and get in Simeone.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we got some fans that actually blindly follow him. Right, we even got some fans that because Arteta said like when he first came into the job, I'm going to win the Champions League in 3 years. There are some fans that believe we're going to win the Champions League in 3 years, which is now a year and a half. Well, if you may not noticed, you idiots, we've got to qualify for it first. Woohoo! Wake up! Welcome to World World.
Steve,
What do you think? What do you think it's going to do? Right? No one else, everyone else in the top division of our league is just not going to start playing anymore. Just not bother.
I think, yeah, Steve. I think the president, like we have presidential elections like every 5 or 6 years. I think Arsenal should like try and do that. Like,
No. That Stan's too busy in America with his Rams, mate. Trust me. I know.
yeah,
Oh,
our club, like our club, is owned by owned by the socios.
yeah. But the
I
problem
wish,
is
I
like
wish, I wish some
after,
Premier League clubs. I wish some Premier League clubs were owned by the associates as well. I really hope that would happen.
Yeah. I'll take anyone, but honestly, but like this Dangote player is supposed to be the next one. But hang on, if you love Arsenal so much, why are you waiting until now to try and do it?
Maybe he's
why?
Curtis said like Curtis. This is what Curtis said on the live stream. He said like he doesn't think that Dangote is. I think he
No, but
thinks
what
that
my
Dangote
issue is with what my issue with him is if you are so in love with Arsenal,
Yeah,
you
hold on.
love Arsenal.
Steve. I
I
haven't
would
even
have done it
Yeah,
now.
hold on.
I wouldn't have worried about the
Steve.
situation financially. I would have done it now.
Steve. Yeah, Steve. Curtis Shaw said that Dangote. He thinks that he's trying to get his name in the press. He doesn't really think that like he wants to
I
like
don't
buy
think he's
buy up.
either not going to buy it or he's buying it for money. Simple as that.
Curtis Shaw thinks that it's fake. Dangote is just trying to do it for the views and
I
stuff.
think
That's right.
It's either that, it's either PR or he's doing it for money. He's going to buy it to make profit. He's not buying it to invest in the club, because if he wanted to invest in the club, he would have done it now instead of letting us rot to this state.
Maybe, hey, Steven, maybe Don Robbie should buy out the Cronkies.
Yeah, I wish. Right? I keep texting him. Right? When you gonna buy him? When you gonna buy us? When you gonna buy us?
What did he say? He didn't reply.
That's what reply. Yeah. It's because I said get rid of Arteta at the same time. But anyway, let's get on with the Europa League. Right, let's do the English clubs out of the Europa League. Right, let's get on with that.
Let's do every club anyway. Let's do every club, to be fair. Man U and AC Milan.
AC Milan.
No, I'm gonna go Man U because like Zlatan is out for the first leg.
I can't. I hate him. Can't do it. I never really. It's bad enough they want to get City. Jesus Christ.
United 3-1. I think United gonna win 3-1 in the first leg.
Nah, 2-1 AC Milan.
Yeah, you know what? Like AC Milan are doing well in the Serie A. Like they're like second, but I don't think they have any good. I don't really rate their players. I don't really rate any of their players that much, to be fair.
Yeah, well, don't forget you've got the £80 million fridge at the back. Right, and you've got his freezer next to him, Lindelof.
Oh, Harry Maguire. Yeah. You know,
and
like
then I shouldn't take the mix. He keeps my cans of Coke cold, so.
Yeah, Steve. I think like Harry Maguire likes playing with Victor Lindelof because like when he does that, like I'm gonna explain you, like I'm gonna try and tell you something. Like Ollie's a manager, right? So like he's gonna listen to what Harry Maguire says, and I think Maguire wants to play with Lindelof because like he's gonna have two DMs protecting him, McTominay and friends. So like they get more cover. That's why I think Maguire wants to play with Lindelof. I think because they get more cover. He would buy. He doesn't get covered. That's right.
Because Bayer's never fit though. That's the problem. I think Bayer's fit. They play him more often. If he stayed less injury prone, he'd play him even more. Trust me. But that's that's why the only other option really they've got is Lindelof. But if they had Bailly that was less prone to injury, they would be playing him with next to Aguirre. There'd be no doubt about it. And Bailly would make him even better.
100%.
Because Bailly, without his injuries, is the best player, is best defender in that team by a
Mm.
mile.
Yeah. The second. Ooh. Dynamo Kiev and Villarreal. Unai Emery's former team. Unai Emery's team. I mean.
Emery's a specialist. Emery's a specialist at this, so I'll go for him.
2-0.
And
Score prediction.
people ever gone goes how bad Emery was. Well, to be honest, when he got sacked, he only lost 3 games. By the same time that Arteta got to that point in the season, he had lost over double.
Yeah. 3-0.
Yeah, 2-3-0. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Next game. AX and Young Boys. Young Boys. I think Young Boys were good last. I think they beat Leverkusen, right, in the last round.
Yeah, Young Boys against who?
Ajax.
Ajax are one of my ones to look out for. They're a good team. They're a very good team.
2-0.
They're a very good young team.
2-1. 2-0.
2-0 Ajax. 2-0 Ajax.
I'm probably gonna go 2-1. To be fair, they're different. Slavia Praha and Rangers. Slavia Prague and Rangers, the team who beat Leicester.
People have
versus
like
Rangers.
guys saying Rangers won't do it, but Rangers are a different team now. Stevie Gerrard's got really he's really got them working well. And if Klopp stays another season next season and then goes, Stevie Gerrard's taking over Liverpool. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Steven,
Right.
don't you? Yeah. I have a question for you, right? Don't you think right after this season Rangers won the league, so don't you think Klopp should hire Stevie G as his assistant manager as well?
He could do, but then Stevie Gerrard's
He's
doing well at Rangers, so why would he want to leave? If just to be an assistant manager. He's doing well at Rangers, winning titles and that. So he's wiped away that Celtic side quite easily. So
2-0 Rangers.
Yeah, 2-0 Rangers for me. But no, 1-0 Rangers because Slavia Prague are a decent team. Like, you don't beat Leicester just for the sake of it. So 1-0.
I think Slavia Prague are gonna lose, but I think they're gonna lose. I think it's gonna be an entertaining game. I think it's gonna be 2-1 or 3-2, either of the scores.
Yeah, could be. That's a thing. I've remembered that from Rangers' game. Yeah, I could go with that. 2-3-2, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and moving on to your team, Steve. Olympiacos and Arsenal. Hopefully you lot beat them 3-0 or something.
No. We can't beat Burnley, for God's sake. We can't even beat Burnley. Do you really think we're going to do anything against Olympiacos? Apparently, we're going to, according to one fan on the Football Terrace, we're going to vent our frustration and anger on Olympiacos. We can't even do it against Burnley. We can't even do it against Burnley, you idiot.
No.
What makes you... We can't even do it against Burnley. So what makes you think we're going to do it against Olympiacos? Right?
Is that Eagle? Let me get a guess. Let
me guess. Right? I'll give you a guess. But I tell you what, he's only saying that because he needs Arteta to win this tournament to save his job.
Steven, let me have a guess. Who said that? Hold on. Let me have a guess. Who said that? Is it Eagle?
If Arteta won this tournament, I'm still out.
Yeah. All right.
The way this season's gone, it's appalling. It's not Arsenal.
Yeah. 2-0. Score predictions.
1-1.
2-1.
1-1.
All right.
And then Socrates winning goal in the second leg.
No. Granada and Mulder.
Granada.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about both teams. So
1-0. Probably 1-0.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah. Nah, 2-1. 2-1 Granada. 2-1.
Spurs and Dynamo Zagreb, Josie.
How many times they get an easy draw, man?
Steven, I honestly think Jose is rigging the Europa League draws. When he was at Man U as well. In the Europa League, he got easy draws.
Yeah, he's conning them. Honestly, he's conning them. I'm telling you, he's doing deals. He's doing side deals. You know what I mean? He's doing
Spurs
like
3-0.
side deals with them. Yeah, I
Spurs
see
3-0.
Spurs winning that one 3-0, something like that. I don't know. They'll
Uh,
go through. We ain't.
Steven, watch out for Gareth Bale and Harry Kane and Son ripping you apart on the weekend
Oh,
if they really turn up.
don't. No. I don't need to. I'm already cringing, man. I'm already cringing. Every time I think about it, it's like a shock down my spine. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to get. It's not just Bale. It's not Son and Kane as well. If Son
It's
doesn't
Bale.
play, it'll be Bale and Kane. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Just basically what we need in the first minute is someone put a 6 foot right straight up Harry Kane's ass and say, "Welcome to the game." Right, put him
Yeah.
on the damn floor, right, and also do the fact if you try and back into me and fall on the floor, I'm gonna take you out and make sure you know about it, right?
Roma. Yeah.
Because I hate
Let's
that.
move on
He's
to
a
the.
cheat
Yeah,
doing that.
yeah. No. Let's move on to the last game. Roma and Shakhtar Donetsk.
We still got to do Man U's. We're done. We did Man U's, yeah. Shakhtar Donetsk against who they playing against?
Yeah.
Who they playing against?
Roma.
Who they playing against? Roma. Yeah,
Yes,
Roma will get that. Yeah, Roma won.
Roma.
Roma a good team. Roma a good team. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get that. But maybe at 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so that's the last game of the predictions. Steve, thank you for coming on and you free Friday for like to do a review of the all like some of these games. Like I'm kind of planning to do a
I'd
review.
have to wait and see because I've got the F1 testing that starts that morning. So I'll be doing that in the morning, which will be 10 o'clock to 11. Then I've got the North London Derby preview later on. So I could do around about if maybe 2 to 3 o'clock or maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might be tied. I
Barca.
might be tied up that game, and plus because there's like so many videos I've got to do on mine, I've got to try and make sure I pace myself at the same time. So, but whenever I can, I will try and get back and come back on it and help out.
Yeah. Foster. Hold on. Let me just say something before we end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone predicted a draw like between Barcelona and Sevilla, and then we turn around the game. So I'm gonna try and do the same thing. It's gonna PSG and Barca gonna end 1-1. Wink, 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 wink,
Okay.
wink in my eyes. It's not, yeah, wink. Hopefully it works.
Hopefully it works.
And we beat them up.
Yeah, hopefully.
It worked in the past with someone else. So I'm just trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, well, if it helps, it helps. Yeah, I think we need more than
Yeah,
that for Arsenal. Trust me.
somebody predicted a draw and like they said like wing Barcelona gonna draw with Sevilla in the Copa del Rey and then we slapped them up 3-0.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do the same thing in it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Trust me.
Yeah. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, thanks for coming on and as always, even though I'm Barca fan, I do like watch a lot of other teams game and I I, I think Arteta is a mediocre manager. I think he's in the mid level. I don't think he's the worst manager, but I think he's in the mid tier,
Who's
in my
that?
opinion. Arteta.
Arteta.
Mm.
He's not even that, mate. He's struggling against them teams as well. So he's poor. He's
For
very
me, like,
poor.
yeah,
I'm
when I
sorry.
literally heard that,
Look,
like
I can put a comparison, right? That's even worse. Like Steve
Steve,
Bruce,
what?
hang on,
Steve,
Steve Bruce should be getting more of that Newcastle side. That Newcastle side shouldn't be where it is, like in that on
yeah,
paper. Like, but Steve Bruce is managing like he's crap, and that's why Newcastle look like they're going to go down. Like that's
Steve, yeah.
pretty much like Arteta, but in a bigger sense.
Yeah, where like literally like when I heard the news that Arteta is like when like Laporta like I think like when it said like Arteta is gonna come Barcelona, I was like, nah, I don't believe it. I don't think and then like the next, like in the next 15 or 20 minutes, like
Trust me,
literally that.
I've spoken to West Ham fans, Newcastle fans, and I've spoken to a Plymouth fan even from League One, and even they said they wouldn't put up with this from their manager.
Yeah, and he literally
What does
said
that
like
tell you?
the sporting director literally said like, yeah, Pep, Arteta is a good friend of Pep, but no, those things aren't true. He's a good friend of
Yeah.
Pep, blah blah blah, praising him, kind of in a way, yeah, and yeah.
Mm.
Mm,
But not even
yeah,
West Ham, Newcastle, or Plymouth fans will put up with it.
yeah.
From what I
Imagine
asked.
Arteta telling Messi what to do. Messi would probably tell him to F off.
Messi would just Messi would just go like that and say, "Go kiss you off, go kiss yourself." Right? He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would just say, "Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Like, let me play my game." Like what you know compared to what I know. You know ball compared to what I am.
Yeah, yeah, Steve, do you have any like, except me, do you have any like PSG or like any Barca fans that you know? Because like, I want to do a preview for the PSG game with someone tomorrow.
No, not off the top of my head. No, I don't. To be honest, I couldn't help you in that sense. But
Yeah, yeah.
if I
All right,
did,
all right.
I would definitely point them in your direction without a shadow of a
Yeah,
doubt. All
maybe.
right.
Yeah, not a problem. Hopefully we do the remontada. I'm very hopeful and I'm very confident as well. So hope the team doesn't let me down. At least they go out with a fight.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. And thanks for coming on, Steve. Steven. What's your channel, by the way? Tell the people your
It's
channel.
It's SVD TV. We follow. We do Arsenal content, F1 content, as well as football content as football fans as well. But we also raise awareness and money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. As I've had liver disease myself, I've had 6 liver transplants. So we try and raise as much. That's why we did a fundraiser stream on Friday, because we get a Friday, which is their yearly fundraiser. We raised over £250 for that, and one of probably the best, statistically the best show I've done already. So it's loads of great streams. I'm still clipping parts of it to put on YouTube, and plus there's so many other clips from my other videos I've got to do. So, but we've got loads of content, and anyone that is a football fan who wants to come off and even if you're not a football fan and you just want to come on to sort of raise any causes or anything like that, you can DM me. We do a liver awareness show every Tuesday, and though it's about liver awareness, you do get the chance to voice your opinion or voice your problems to anyone. So if you have any sort of issues like health, mental health, anything like that, you can do that. You can all just DM me at SVD and we can do sort that out.
Yeah, and as always, Visca Barca, Visca Catalonia. Yeah, real Culés never give up.